Hey, what's up, everybody? BDO44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the score was 103-96. The Lakers lose the series 4-1. Minnesota goes on to the second round. The Lakers go to hell where we belong because honestly, I don't want to see most of these people next year. After this particular series, after this game, yeah, I don't want to see some of y'all, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. There's a lot of people that need to go, like a lot. I ain't gonna lie, but I will say this. This particular game and the last game and the one before that, the rookie coach cost us those games. His decision making was ham level horrific. I mean, he was fireable tonight. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie, JJ. Tonight's game was a fireable offense for me. The way that you went about this game, allowing Rudy Gobert to look like prime Shaquille O'Neal out there because you didn't put a center on the floor throughout the entire game. Even when we had the lead, I didn't think we had any chance because of the rate of the rebounding that was going on down there. This was fireable. I'm not saying I'm up to firing him. I'm just saying that tonight's game was fireable. You could legitimately fire someone for some bullshit like this. Just being honest. So let's get into the stats. First of all, we go through the game cast. The first quarter, 31-22. The Lakers only had 22 points in the quarter. The Timberwolves 28-27. Lakers lost that quarter too. The Lakers did win the third quarter, 31-22, but of course we lost the fourth quarter, 16 points scored in the fourth quarter. That's how it's been, 22 for the Timberwolves. Let's see the shooting numbers and all of that we'll get into right now. Team stats, 36 of 89 for the Timberwolves for 40% from the field. Lakers 33 of 78 for 42% from the field. Lakers were 11 of 37 from the three for 29%. The Wolves were a lot worse than that. 7 of 47 for 14% from behind the arc, and they still won the game. The Lakers, of course, had to foul a lot, so they got a whole Kobe from the free throw line. Did the Minnesota Timberwolves 24 of 33. The Lakers 19 of 25. They were 72% from the line. We were 76%, and this is where we lost the game. 18 offensive rebounds for the second consecutive game did the Lakers give up for the Minnesota Timberwolves, 2 hour 8, and they killed us 54-37 on the boards. The Wolves had 25 assists. We had Kobe 24. The Wolves had 8 steals. We had 5. The Wolves had 5 blocks. We had 1. And we had 15 turnovers, 16 points conceded off of those. The Wolves had 13 turnovers, 11 points conceded off of those. 12 fast break points for the Wolves, 11 for the Lakers. 56 points in the paint for the Wolves, 40 for the Lakers. And the Wolves were up by 14 at one point. The Lakers had a 2-point lead that didn't feel like a lead at all. So, Rudy Gobert's getting the game ball, man. There's no way around that. Julius Randle will start with his stats. 8 of 16 from the field, 1 of 6 from the 3, 23 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 5 boards, 3 of them offensive. Jaden McDaniels, 2 of 4 from the field. He was pretty much removed from this game, had 6 fouls, 8 points, 1 steal, and 3 rebounds, 2 offensive boards in just 18 minutes. Rudy Gobert, 12 of 15 from the field. 3 of 6 from the free throw line, 27 points, 2 blocks, 24 freaking rebounds, 9 of them offensive rebounds, JJ Redick. 9 of them. You let a man that averaged 1 point in this damn series go off for 27 points and 24 rebounds on an elimination basketball game. I'm telling you, man, it's taking everything in my heart not to call for your job, bro. It's taking everything in my heart not to call for your job. I lost a lot of faith in that individual tonight. Mike Conley, 2 of 7 from the field, 2 of 6 from the 3, 8 points, 3 assists, 4 rebounds. Anthony Edwards, 5 of 19 from the field. Really bad shooting night for Ant-Man. He's lucky to win this game. 0 of 11 from the 3, 15 points, 3 steals, 8 assists, and 11 boards. If we would have put a center out there with him shooting like that, let's say Rudy gets his average, which is 1 point, you do know you win this game by like 17 points or something, right? If you just like literally play a center. Naz Reid, 1 of 4 from the field, 0 of 1 from 3. We ruined a bad Naz game. He had 3 blocks, but he didn't even contribute to the damn scoring. 3 points, 2 assists, 2 rebounds. Dante DiVincenzo shot like me out there. 3 of 13 from the field, 2 of 12 from the 3. 9 points, 2 steals, 5 assists, 4 rebounds, and a win. Nickeil Alexander-Walker shot like me out there. 3 of 11 from the field, 2 of 9 from the 3, 10 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 1 rebound, and a win. Minnesota played awful. We punted this basketball game because we didn't put anyone in front of Rudy Gobert and he rebounded the ball all night. Imagine that. A 7'1" guy who has 4 defensive players of the year can have a career night if you literally don't put anyone on him. Imagine that. Dorian Finney-Smith, 29 minutes of play, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 7 points, 1 steal, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. That's what we do on elimination night. Rui Hachimura was great over these last 2 games after having that horrible game 3. He really played great. In fact, he was one of the best players on the floor for us. 23 points, 1 block, 4 rebounds, 3 offensive boards, 9 of 16 from the field, 5 of 8 from 3. Great thoughts about Rui ending this playoff run. It's good because he had a horrible game 3. LeBron James, man, 9 of 21 from the field, 1 of 5 from 3, 22 points, 2 steals, 6 assists, 7 rebounds, 2 offensive boards, 40 minutes of play, man. He gave us what he had. He took a lot of punishment tonight. I'm sure he won't be upset to not play another game against Julius Randle or Naz Reid. The punishment his body took tonight probably has him wondering if he wants to come back. Luka Doncic, 7 of 18 from the field, 2 of 8 from the 3, 12 of 15 from the free throw line, 28 points, 1 steal, 9 assists, and 7 rebounds. He was dealing with the back, missed a layup down the stretch, probably would have cut it to like 2 or something like that. We lost the game. I love Luka, I'm glad he's here, but that was not his greatest game. And like I said, the back was a problem. Yeah, man, he's got to work on his conditioning in the offseason. Hopefully he feels inspired to do that after getting kicked out in the first round. Austin Reeves arguably played the worst game he's ever played, man. I'm not going to lie to you guys. He was horrific tonight. Absolutely horrific. 5 of 14 from the field, 2 of 10 from 3. Didn't even get to the free throw line. 12 points, 6 turnovers, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. I don't know if we haven't seen the last of Austin Reeves. I don't know that you could. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I don't know that you can have the series that he had and then have the elimination game that he had and people think about bringing you back when the fit don't really fit. When you have a horrific playoffs like that, Austin, I love Austin, man. I'm a huge fan. I would almost be surprised if he's back next year. I just think he gets shopped. We have too many needs. He don't fit with Bron and Luka, and this is how he played the playoffs. I have a reason to believe that we've seen the last of Austin. I really do, and I hope not. I want to see Austin retire a Laker, but this, you can't with our problems that we have as a roster, and the few things that we have to work with. And the bad fit that those 3 players ultimately are, especially defensively, I can't see us not shopping him, man. I honestly can't see it. So if he gets through this offseason as a Laker, I actually kind of be surprised. I kind of would be surprised. But I'm a huge Austin fan, but this should have never happened. The way that he played tonight, the foul that he had at the end of game 4, just the overall way that he handled this series. I mean, I don't think you can play this bad. Not when you're in his shoes. I don't think you can play this bad. Not like this. You can't do that. I'm just being honest. Maxi Kleber, why was he in the game with 4 minutes to go in an elimination basketball game when he hasn't played since January? And the last time we saw him, he was in a different uniform. Another fireable offense by J.J. Redick. I will never, ever understand why Maxi Kleber was in this basketball game down the stretch. 0-1 from the 3, 2 points, 1 turnover, 5 minutes of play. I will never understand that. Jared Vanderbilt played great, 19 minutes of play. I don't know why I didn't see him in the fourth quarter. Did he even play in the fourth quarter after all that good he was doing? 2 points, 1 steal, 3 assists, 7 rebounds. You know, I really walk away from this game feeling like Darvin Ham coached this thing, honestly. JJ was about as bad as Darvin tonight. Actually, he has been for the last 3 games. Talk about a guy really unraveling and undoing a lot of goodwill as it pertains to people looking at him as a coach. He did not look like a professional basketball coach over the last 3 games. He just didn't, man. The decisions that he made tonight were just Darvin-esque. Maybe even worse in some ways, if I'm being honest. Gabe Vincent played him 26 minutes. What did he do? The same thing he always do. Not a damn thing. 0-2 from the 3. Two assists and 3 rebounds in 26 minutes of play. I didn't see Jordan Goodwin play once. I didn't see Dalton Connect play once. I didn't see Jackson Hayes. But I saw 26 minutes of Gabe Vincent and 5 minutes of Maxi Kleber, 3 of which probably came down the stretch of the basketball game. And so for anybody who was wondering why I was pessimistic before this basketball game, y'all understand why I had no faith that this team was going to do anything tonight. There was no reason to have any faith. That's really what it comes down to. Your coach had unraveled 3 games ago. And every decision that he's made since is not even related to the strategy coming up against him. He just wigged out. If I'm being completely honest with you, JJ Redick wigged out. And as a result of that, you've lost the last 3 games that you played in, Lakers. If you had a stable-minded coach down there over the last 3 games, you'd have been fine. But he wigged out. Talk about unraveling. He unraveled. I'm just being honest. Very disappointing stuff, man. But this is what happens when you hire a rookie coach. However it looks. Had a great regular season. Great moments. If we were talking about him as a coach of the year at one point during the stretch of the season. But when it really came down to it in the playoffs, when the pressure came, he unraveled. He completely wigged out. And that's what we're going to be thinking about all offseason, is how he wigged just completely out. So that is about as much about that as really needs to be said, man. Rudy Gobert walks away looking like one of the greatest centers to ever play the game in a Laker closeout victory on our home floor. He looks like Shaquille O'Neal. Better in some ways when you consider the numbers. And that's what we think about. 24 rebounds, 27 points, 2 blocks in a closeout game, 9 offensive rebounds for Rudy Gobert, who was having a horrific series up until that point. That's how you leave us to think about, this of ourselves for the rest of the summer and into the fall. This is the last time we see the Los Angeles Lakers. I'm telling you, man, the front office really needs to take some of the blame for this, and we talked about it in my Laker video today, and we're going to talk about it a lot in the future. But the decisions that we made to leave ourselves without a center, particularly Trey Jemison, you see how it played out. When I look back on some of the conversations that we had, and I put such an emphasis on that, and now you see where we at. In a closeout game, Rudy Gobert getting 24 boards, 27 points when he's averaging 1 point in the series. Like this right here is why we should not be clapping for this front office just because they got Luka Doncic, because this is how the season ended because of everything else that they did surrounding the circumstance. This is ridiculous. You talk about ridiculous. Last year we got beat at the buzzer by a worthy Denver Nuggets team with Jamal Murray, who's one of the coldest killers in the world. I can totally live with that, even though it hurt my soul. The year before that, Western Conference Finals got swept by a Denver Nuggets team that went on to win the championship. They were way better than us. We never had a chance. This bullcrap, this right here, this is a different level of ridiculous. And ain't no Darvin Ham to blame. No, this was some bullshit. And I don't cuss much. Y'all know I don't. But this game right here, this should have never happened. Nothing about this is acceptable, Los Angeles. And I kid you not, nothing about this is even reasonable to me. Now, when you let the Minnesota Timberwolves, a team that had just no home court advantage, barely was about to miss the playoffs entirely, probably have to go into the play-in tournament, if not for some stretch runs that really provided us plenty of data to know that they had been playing great with their back against the wall. We came into this series lollygagging from game 1, and sure enough, only scored over 100 points in one basketball game in the 5 games that we played against these guys. Tonight, no exception, 96 points you put up. We made mistake after mistake, wet the bed, was stupid from top to bottom. Never gave ourselves a chance. This was an embarrassment. And I want y'all to feel that as we go into our offseason, because you best believe us fans are. This was an abomination. It really was. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves for putting this crap together to make it so that we had this roster going into the playoffs. That's exactly how I feel about this. This was horrific, man. It's not just that you lose the series, it's how you lost the series. In 5, all this Shannon Sharp, Lakers in 5, Lakers in 5, it was Wolves in 5 the whole time. It was Wolves in 5 the whole time. I ain't gonna miss none of this, man. I'm telling you, more than half of these people need to go, man. More than half of these people need to go. We have a roster full of people that probably should be playing somewhere else next year. Luka the Don, LeBron James, Bronny, everybody else, man, maybe you here, maybe you not. That's how I feel, bro. Honest to God. The way that y'all played these playoffs, I didn't get enough out of nobody, bro. And I know we didn't have a center, and that's also a big part of the problem. You know, we got people on the back of this bench, man, we never even saw, man. Dalton Connect, Jordan Goodwin, Shake Milton, Jackson Hayes, Alex Lim, Markeith Morris. We never even seen these people, man. They didn't even get on the floor. But somehow Maxi Kleber, who ain't been on the floor since January, who didn't even have a good season when he was healthy, he finds a way to be on the floor when our season's on the line. I am really, really upset with JJ Redick for how he coached this series, bro. I had never dreamed that I'd be this upset with him. I never dreamed I would. But I'm at a point where I'm like, yo, he really hit himself with a strike one right here in this series. We have another year like this, and I am calling for his job. He got one more year based on what I saw here in this series. This was just egregious. Absolutely unraveling, losing one's composure, abandoning things that you've been using all year, alienating almost half the damn team when you need them the most. Absolutely egregious. Horrific coaching. Horrific. F-level coaching in these playoffs. So that's what I got to say, man. Lakers get an F for how they handle these playoffs, bro. A part of me feels like the only reason why I'm even happy we made the playoffs is because we didn't have our pick. Because if we would have had our pick and we made the playoffs and did this, I'd have wished we missed the playoffs so we could have a better pick. That's how bad my team played in these playoffs, man. I am absolutely embarrassed and ashamed of them. I really am. I appreciate the hard effort that the guy like Luka Doncic played with, sick, played with back injury. LeBron James played through the knee, played through all the other injuries. I'm proud of those two Hall of Famers. But you know, I don't know what the hell to think, man. Rui Hachimura played so good these last two games, but Game 3 is still in my mind. He was horrific in Game 3. Dorian Finney-Smith probably averaged 5 points this series. He was nowhere to be found. He really wasn't, man. And I know he had a lot on his plate trying to play center. That's our fault as an organization. But the production was nothing. Gabe Vincent, I don't ever want to see Gabe Vincent in a Laker uniform again. Now, as long as I live, bro, he bet not be back next year. He bet not be back next year. Get that man somewhere, anywhere. Just the hell off my team is most important. Like I said, love Austin, man. If he can make it through the offseason, salute. Because right now, we need things, and you can get us those things. That's exactly how I feel right now, man. Most of these people, man. Alex Lynn, God bless you. Thank you for choosing the Lakers. Get the hell on. Markeith Morris, probably going to retirement. Jackson Hayes, at this point, I still think of him as a useful piece because we probably can't find another lob threat. But the way he probably feels about how this went, I'm sure he don't want to be back. Love Goody. Bring Goody back. Bronny, of course, come on back. Dalton Connect, come on back unless we trade you for something we need. But I'm happy with Dalton. I thought that the coach was egregious in how he handled him in his rookie season. I thought it was absolutely... That was one of the worst things that JJ could have done, is the way that he approached Dalton Connect's rookie season. It was awful. Awful way to play him. So, yeah, man, that's how I feel, man. That's exactly how I feel, man. I wouldn't blame LeBron James for never returning to the Lakers. I don't even know if I'd want to come back to the Lakers after this. I don't know. I honestly don't know. The fit is funky. They ain't done right by me this whole time I've been here since, 2017 when he got here, something like that, 16. How long LeBron been here? And they ain't probably put but one or two legitimate centers on the team next to him and Anthony Davis. I don't even know if I'd want to come back for that. I don't think so. He's better than me. I probably would have left last year, but that's a whole nother story. Oh, my God, man. This front office. We really need to hire a president, Jeannie. I've made the case for that over the last couple of videos talking about the Lakers. I really think you need to hire a president of basketball operations. The decisions that we made around the big stuff have just been awful consistently for years now. Just awful. This roster was horrible. You know it and I know it. And I know it was a lot of things that came together for why we have the pieces we have. Some of those pieces this, some of those pieces that. Some of that stuff was just because we had to make trades, stuff like that. But some of the decisions that we made to honor certain players that didn't have the leverage to demand that honor, is why your team is not as good as it needs to be. Player options, the Alex Lynn thing, a lot of this stuff is just unnecessary trash that shouldn't even been on the team, man, honestly. So we really do need to do an overhaul on this roster. If we're going to build around Luka the Don, which I believe we're going to do, it's time to start really getting serious about that, finding out exactly what pieces he needs, and make sure that we start the process of getting them on the team over the next several years. But like most of this stuff should not be together next year. And we love these pieces, but they should not be together next year. Small ball is out. If y'all didn't learn your lesson from the small ball tonight, it should have taught you that lesson. Rudy Gobert walks away 12 of 15 from the field, 27 points, a plus 18, 24 rebounds, 9 offensive rebounds. Never put small ball back in our uniform again if you want respect around here. Don't do it. I don't give a damn how many people are doing it. Small ball left us with Rudy Gobert looking like Shaquille. No more small ball. Period. Don't ever do it again, man. So that's really where I'm at with it, man. I don't ever want to see small ball again for the rest of my entire life, bro. Not on my team, not anywhere else. Never again, bro. It's a big man game. The game is played in the sky. It ain't got no place for small people. No more. If you ain't of Iverson level, you need to get the hell out the league. And I mean it. I'm so serious. Go away. So that's my attitude being eliminated by the Minnesota Timberwolves, of whom I had home court advantage over, and everybody was saying was the best matchup for us. I told y'all, no, they're big. See, when you don't respect size, you think you can beat a team with Rudy Gobert and Nas Reed and freaking Julius Randle when you are running a 40-year-old at the center position, basically, and Dorian Finney-Smith, who's a career small forward, at the center position, and you really think you're going to go up against Rudy Gobert and like just dominate or something? I don't know, man. But I do know this. Y'all better not think that no more. I hope y'all don't think that crap anymore. And one more thing. If we lucky enough to make the playoffs next year, please don't hit me with no fill-out game one. Okay? It just sets the tone the wrong way. We had a fill-out game one. We're out the playoffs in game 5. No more. Come in serious, or don't expect to win the series, man. That's literally it. Because our mentality going into this series speaks to where we are right now, in my opinion. That's what you get it at. That's exactly what you get it at. So, congratulations, Coach Finch. He managed to continue on the path of not playing half of his team, which is probably just as good as the other half of his team. But he strategized so well against our lost and insane coach that made himself look like he's the best coach in the league. So he definitely ran circles around JJ and kept his composure and deserved to be where he's headed, second round. So congratulations to him and his team. And that is really what I have to say about that. I don't want to see most of these people next year. I really don't, man. I don't know how we're going to get from point A to point B, but we do need to overhaul our roster. And if for some reason you guys just don't bring JJ back, I kind of won't cry about it. That's how angry I am at his coaching performance in these playoffs. I kind of want him gone low-key. BDL44, I thank you all for watching. Out.